Do you want to attain that height you have been looking at? Do you want to live your dream life? Do you want to achieve your goals? Do you want to do all those things you have set your mind to do? Here are a couple of things you should avoid if you want to achieve that life you are so yearning to achieve. So this is Ezinne-Speaks. So do consider subscribing to this channel, like the videos, leave us a comment, share the video to your community, and let us dive right into this topic. Okay, I am sure you're going to enjoy it on here, definitely. So let's go.
I look at you and it's easy to see you are that someone.
The first one is avoid laziness. Honestly, there's something about laziness. Laziness makes you think that you have time. Laziness makes you think that you can always do things later. Laziness makes you think that you know you can put it off till dying minute. You get, I used to be that student when I was in school, that if I am given an assignment, because I know how to work under pressure, because I know how to achieve things for dying minutes, I just tend to like push things off. I say, okay, on the morning when we're supposed to submit this assignment, I'm going to get it done. On the day when we're supposed to do this, I'm going to get it done. And then I find out that at the end of the day, yes, I would get it done, but it will not have that desired quality I actually would want them to have. And that is something about laziness. Laziness will make you reduce the standard and the quality with which you could have easily achieved something. So that is one thing about laziness. Don't be lazy. If you know you are supposed to wake up at 5 a.m. and start smashing your goals from 5 a.m., wake at 5 a.m., start smashing those goals. Okay? Your body is going to get used to it. Okay, just continue. Don't sleep in. Don't be too tired. Don't be too lazy. Get at your goals and keep moving, because the tomorrow you think you have, you may actually not have the tomorrow. And that is one painful thing about thinking we always have the time in the world. You're going to wake up one day and realize that, wait, oh, it seems everyone has left me behind. That is because you did not put to good use the time you had. So, number two, avoid distraction. And this one comes with a whole lot of baggage to it. There are a lot of things that distract us as human beings, and oftentimes we tend to lie to ourselves that these things are not distractions. I'll give you a typical example. Social media is a distraction. Oh, you don't know how many times, even myself, I could just say, okay, let me quickly go and check this thing out on Instagram. I know we all fall. It could even be someone's page. Okay, let me just go to this person's page and get out an information there. And then you now enter Instagram. And from your feeds, you have started seeing things. You're scrolling up and on and on and on and on and on. 30 minutes later, you find out that the thing you came to do on Instagram, you have even forgotten. Oftentimes it happens to me. What do? I tend to go back and ask myself, okay, what was it I even came to Instagram to do in the first place? And then sometimes I had completely forgotten. So what do? I just go back, to the things that would remind me what I came to do. So social media is a typical day distraction. Your phone is a distraction. Okay, your friends could be distractions, and that is if you don't have good friends, because there are good friends actually that help you stay on course. So your friends could be very great distractions. Your house, where you live, the people you stay with, if you're living with your parents, if you're living with your siblings, if you're living with, there are certain living conditions you're going to have, and it is going to be a distraction. So what do? Take out yourself from those situations that distract you. Your job could be a distraction. Your side hustle could be a distraction. Your side business could be a distraction. Nobody tells you the number of things that could be distraction. Okay, there are a lot of things that could pose as distractions. I'm just trying to name them so that you will know which one to start picking out. Is it my phone? Do I need to time the number of hours I use my phone? Especially if you're living in Nigeria, because this is where the worst case scenarios happen. If you're outside the country, most times people use their devices when they should. Because if you're walking outside the country, for instance, sometimes you wouldn't even have the time to touch your phone to reply to messages. It could be that you are in a lot of WhatsApp groups. Take out yourself from those groups. They are posing as distractions and you do not want it. Okay, so the third one is the very obvious one. Of course, it is related to the first one, and that is procrastination. Leaving till tomorrow the things you could have done today. Okay, like I'll give you a typical example. I wanted to film this video on Thursday. Today is Monday for context. So I wanted to film this video on Thursday. Thursday to Monday. This is like 3 days after. So I woke up that morning and I'm like, oh God, I don't have energy to do this. Let me just leave it. Okay, when it's 12 o'clock, I am going to film the video. Guess what? 11 o'clock, never took the light, and they did not restore that light till 5 p.m. I think that Thursday, yeah, or even 6 p.m. They didn't bring the light until 6 p.m. So, and I had from 8 a.m. when I wanted to film this video seriously till 11. If I had taken my bath by 8 a.m., put myself together, I would have gotten this video out of the way since Thursday. So this is what happened. And then Friday, I didn't have time. Saturday, I did not have time. Sunday, I went to church, came home tired. And then this is Monday, and we're filming this video. And mind you, I could have, because of the way I'm feeling, I could have left it out for two. So avoid procrastination. Once you have by your books, this is what I should be doing in this time frame, get to it immediately. Don't push it. Just do it. If you wake up and you have to exercise from 5 a.m., sometimes you even wake up at 5 a.m. and then you have decided to reply to one message, and maybe the person will now call you. And sometimes you could even start reading up work details. Then you now tell yourself, oh, I'm so busy at work today. And at the end of the day, you find out that you have not achieved anything. So avoid procrastination. Do the things you're supposed to do when you should do them. Go to the places you're supposed to go to when you should go there, and keep your life on course. Okay? So the fourth one is like no other, and it is negative confession. This one, a lot of people don't really agree to it. But do you know that most times what we say with our mouth has a lot of things to do with the result we see for ourselves? You're going to argue this, I know. But do you know that those things you say, those tiny, tiny, I cannot, I beg, now so my life day. Why is it that my things are always different? Others will do their own and they will succeed. Once it gets to my turn like this, problem will start. All those small, 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 small confessions. Oh dear, you do not know how much effect it has on the quality of life you had planned to live, until you start realizing that, wait, 10 years ago, 5 years ago, how many years ago, how many months ago, how many days ago, I said something like this. Why is it becoming automatically my reality? This. Why is it becoming my reality? And if you think, actually, I made a video about thinking some videos ago. I can't remember the particular video. If I see it, I'll link it up here. So I made a video on thinking, and I was telling people that you should give yourself the gift of thinking. Sometimes you must like sit down and think about your life. Like really, just sit down and think. Ask yourself, are there repetitive patterns? Are there things that are happening in my life now that shouldn't be happening? And most often than not, you can relate it to the things you have said. The Bible says that as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. You cannot think so little of yourself and be great. A day is going to come when great things, or even small things that you should have achieved, because of the way you think and talk about yourself, you're going to, you know, not be able to do it. So as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. What are you thinking? What are you saying about yourself? What are you saying about your life? What are you saying about the course with which you want your life to flow? Do you think your dreams are not achievable? Do you think that your life goals are not valid? And you go ahead to say these things. My dear, avoid negative confession. Okay? Avoid negative. I can't even say it enough. Just say the right things to yourself. Speak good words. The Bible says that whatever that is true, whatever is pure, whatever is noble, whatever is of good repute, and all of that, think on these things. Stop thinking so little about yourself. Stop thinking that you cannot achieve it. Stop thinking that you're worth less than you actually worth. Okay? Yeah, that is it about negative confession. What are you saying? Say the right words. Speak to yourself graciously. There are days I wake up and I stand in front of my mirror, just staring at me here, and I tell myself, "Oh, you're beautiful. You are smart. You are intelligent. You are good. You are together. You have the right amount of things. You have all that requires to life and godliness. All that is required for life and godliness. You have all you need. You are the best person. Okay, you are intelligent enough. Your thoughts are valid. Your needs are valid. Your life matters. Your goals matter. Like these things I tell myself, you are the light of this world. Without you, men will walk around in darkness. You have the solution to many. And when you walk out, when you say these things to yourself and you get to the office, you give solution to people. Like you're the solution to the world. You are the salt of the earth. You preserve the world. The Bible says, the Bible makes us believe that we can use our words the right exact way we should. Saying things that you should to yourself is such a great flex that not a lot of people understand, honestly. Let's not leave on this one. The number five one is what is it called? Wrong foundation. You need to avoid building on wrong foundation. You see, that life you want to live, that dream you have for yourself, my dears, stop building on wrong foundation. Let me give you a typical example. You want to start or build a business that is going to stand the test of time. Okay, my dear, don't start your business with dishonesty. Do not, it is a major rule, do not start your business with dishonesty, because anything that is built on false foundation is going to collapse. It will not stand the test of time. So what is the right foundation to build on? Build your life, build your relationship, build your career, build your business, build your goals on the right foundation. Okay, what is the right foundation? The right foundation is truth. The right foundation is God. God is truth. Okay, build on sincerity, build on honesty, build on what is it called, values, values that are core values. Usually when you walk into any establishment that has stood the test of time, you should ask them, what are the values that kept this establishment till this time, or what values were this establishment built on? And most times you would realize that these values were core values that nothing could alterate. You would see, for instance, where I work, we value people, we value their opinion, we value vital information, we value the things we put out there. We're not just going to say anything because we have the means to say them. We put our customers first. And that is why any establishment that puts their customers first would go a long way to find out what is it about our services that affects our customers. These are core questions we ask for every meeting. What are we doing that is affecting our customers? How do we protect the rights, the interest of our customers? How do we protect and preserve our customer or clientele? These are the things that are important. Those are the things you should build on. Don't build on wrong foundations. Don't build on dishonesty. Don't build your life on carelessness. Make sure that for every decision you are taking, they are calculated decisions. You don't know what calculated decisions will do to your life until there is an adage that says, look before you leap. Don't just jump in headlong into every decision, because you can't. You're going to regret it. Make calculated decisions, take calculated risks, make informed decisions, and see how it is going to transform the course of your life. And then I am not going to go ahead and say whatever I need to say without saying that you need to build on information and knowledge. Lack of knowledge is a wrong building pattern, and you do not want to get into it. So, for instance, there is a business I want to start. I just feel like, okay, it's something I have passion for, it's something I can do, it's something I would really enjoy doing. Okay. So what did I start doing? I started getting information about that business. And I started reading up. I started asking people that are already in that line of business. I started, you know, putting together pieces of information that would help my cause. So that you want to build does not necessarily mean you should build on wrong and faulty information. Get information. Don't just say, okay, because you can rub powder and it blends to your skin, then you have become a makeup artist, and then one day somebody will give you their faces, and then you mess it up. Or when just gather as much information. There is never a thing as too much information. There is nothing as too much information. Step by step, the Bible says, lines upon lines, precepts upon precepts, a matter is established. Like, that is how you build. You build one step at a time. You gather this information today, tomorrow you gather another, next tomorrow you come on another. You just keep building gradually. Gradually, you keep understanding. Okay, even when you have done your first job, you have done your first business, and there is a complaint, you could tell yourself, okay, what did I do to aid and abate this thing? Is this something I can unlearn? Learning should be a continuous process for you. For someone who wants to build, learning is a continuous process. And so you must avoid the lack of knowledge. Don't be found in your craft or in your life when someone is asking you, why are you doing this thing that you are doing? And you cannot provide an accurate answer. For every wise, you should have a response to it. Okay, so that is it about information. And finally, misplaced priority. No, please get your priorities straight. Get it straight. Like, do not misplace your priorities. And this one, there are people that, for instance, what would I use as an instance? Okay, content creation is your goal, is your priority at a particular time, and you want to make good content. You actually want to create very good content and all that. And instead of investing into the right filming gear, maybe get a good phone with good camera quality, or you get a good camera. I think a good phone for a start. Okay. So instead of, this is you who does not have one subscriber, you just want to start. You are starting. Instead of getting a good phone, say an affordable Samsung phone or an affordable iPhone, Apple product, iPhone, instead of you getting it, you will first start by aesthetics, you know, for furnishing or refurbishing your space, buying very expensive high-end cameras and all those things. I have a camera, but most times I don't even film with it. Okay. So instead of investing into something that will get your priorities straight, like can you start something that will give you the quality you're looking for? No, you are going to derail. The next thing you're, in fact, you have even started messaging brands. You want to work with brands. Meanwhile, you do not have one single subscriber. You must get your priorities straight. You cannot want to cook egusi soup and you're buying things for bono soup and you want get your priorities straight. So what are you looking at achieving? If you're looking at achieving a healthier life, can you start by living healthier life and not saying, okay, tomorrow I'll do this, next tomorrow I'll do that. Set goals, set your priorities straight, and start living them. So with this, we have come to the end of this video. I just decided to share this. I know it is going to help someone, one or two persons out there would benefit definitely from this video. So please do not forget to subscribe, like this video, share this video, and of course leave me a comment in the comment section. I would love to read them. So until next time, I'll see you. Bye bye.